We who are seen as gods have the farthest to fall. To rule as Isis, I would suckle the wolf. But no matter how much I fed the beast, it could not be sated.
What's up, everybody? Darren here from College Gaming, and with me, as always, is Toby.
Hey guys!
And we're doing another episode of Road to Rome. This is episode 4. We missed last week's because there wasn't much news, and we decided we'd just leave it till the next Friday to come out. So this week, there still hasn't been that much news. There's some new, a new rally point came out talking about Battle AI, which was, it was just kind of confirming a lot of things that were mentioned at Res by the AI lady already, if you don't know her name.
Yeah, the AI lady.
In the Q&A panel at Res. And then they showed the Battle of the Nile again just there a couple days ago from the Roman perspective. So that's the footage you're probably going to be looking at now.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, so again, nothing really new, but just like a new perspective. You get to see some just ordering units around, the usual stuff. No actual like concrete information about anything. So what we're going to do is we've got a list of questions that some users have sent in and that we've made ourselves as well, and we kind of combined them. So we're just going to go down through a list and just have some talking points about the game coming up in less than 2 months now. So just briefly, we'll clear up what happened about the AI. Now, the best point to take away from the rally point on the AI is the fact that he said that they're fully supporting modding, right? So the question was, can you how come we don't see like these Roman formations that like famous formations that are used like in all these different battles and things like that, and Greek formations and different famous formations that are known and proven to work? Like, how come the AI never comes up with that by itself? And the reason is, like, he mentioned that he didn't want to just they didn't want to just do scripting for these like set battles, because a couple of reasons. Total War players play the games for literally like thousands of hours, is what he said, and that's true. Like, a lot of people, a lot of time, and eventually you'll just start to notice like these are just the same formations the enemy are throwing at you. So what they have to do is create a dynamic AI that can think for itself, and also this feeds into the fact that they want to support modding, which is really interesting. So I'm guessing it's going to be through the Steam Workshop. He hasn't said, but seeing a show going to start messing with the Steam Workshop, I'm sure like modders will probably be able to put up their stuff up there, which would be really cool. It'd be quick downloads and things. So he explained further then, with the dynamic AI, that supports modding, because if a mod comes out like I remember that Lord of the Rings mod from Medieval 2, which is amazing, by the way.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
If you have all these crazy units that like weren't intended to be in the game, the AI is still going to understand that they're carrying spears and swords and things and know what to do with them. So it's quite a good reason to keep it the way they are doing it. I prefer it like that anyway. So yeah, that was pretty much all that was discussed like in the rally point. They kind of just went over some common knowledge things, like if you know anything about AI, or like if you really think through it, like it makes a lot of sense in like what they're doing. Overall, they just say it's going to be better. They're not going into too much like how good it is or not. And it was just for the battle AI as well.
I'm just happy they've publicly said they're going to have modding, because the modding for Total War scene, brilliant. It really is. The effort some people put on the mods, and they're just so good.
Yeah. So like even we've seen like Rome 1, people were still making mods for it. Like,
yeah, exactly, and they're always brilliant.
Okay, so we're just going to go through a list of questions. It's not too many that some users have asked us, and some we've just put up ourselves. So first question we got here is, what are you most looking forward to in Total War Rome 2?
Okay, so for me, it's Billings is something they've already showed us directly, but the Battle of Carthage style, these combined siege battles with the sea and the fortifications and just artillery pieces going off all over the place. 'Cause I'm a massive sucker for siege battles. I love these big walls, and now the fact you've got this whole other dynamic where you can land your troops in their harbour, or you can bombard their walls and stuff like this from the sea.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's something we've seen actually from the Roman perspective that time in this battle. Like see he's like, okay, 3 of these ships, we'll just beach them and then let the other one distract the other ships. So that was really cool. Like effectively you've a ton of more troops. But if he had sent them around to take the boats, he might have been able to flank around the back. So
Hmm.
yeah, it is pretty cool. Hopefully, the maps are good enough. That it really
Yeah,
works and it
exactly.
encourages doing that
Hmm.
on these coastal cities. So yeah, I'm most looking forward to myself. Just it's kind of like a shitty point, I guess, but just playing the new campaign map and seeing like the Legion system and the general politics for myself. Like we haven't really got to see any family trees or anything like that. Um, so I just one of my favorite things about Rome One was just having my little generals and knowing that like his brother's fighting over there and he has to go rescue him and stuff like that. I just can't wait to see all that again and like see the expanding towns, just everything to do with the campaign. I'm like just super hyped up for like that we've seen so far, even more so than the battles, which has like surprised me. Like having my own personalized legions and my personalized generals is just gonna, I don't know, just take it to a whole new level for me on the campaign. All right, so question 2, what has disappointed you most about Rome 2 so far?
Easy for me. Easy. It's not even a
Yeah, I'm
thing.
pretty sure I know what it is.
But yeah, you know what it's going to be straight away. Like, you can't play Rome as different factions. As in, or not obviously you can have different families, but the fact that if me and Darren play co-op, we can't play both players a Roman faction.
Hmm.
I can't even say anymore because I've said so much in the other videos, but just
Yeah, so we were
plus
planning
noise.
to do a co-op campaign as Rome together. We just never really thought about it. We just figured that's how we do it like for the last year or two since the game was
Yeah,
announced. So we play as Rome together, and we take over the world. He'd go east, I go
yeah.
west, whatever. But yeah, it looks like we're not going to be able to do that now.
Now one of us is gonna have to play like Greece or
Yeah, I'll
something.
probably play Greece. I was thinking about that, but there's a question further on. We'll talk.
Yeah,
Okay, so the thing that's disappointed me most about Rome 2 so far is, again, it's kind of the way they've been showing the game rather than what we've actually seen. So mostly what we've seen, like I've been reasonably happy with, like pretty happy with it. It looks really impressive, graphics really nice. Like all the new features. Like there's nothing new in the game that I'm like, oh, why are they doing this? There's nothing that's ruining anything. But I just feel like they're kind of handling it quite badly. Like it's like I said before in the last Road to Rome, it's less than 2 months to go, and all the other Total War games on lead up to release, you had these battle reports and campaign breakdowns, got to see how everything worked, and so far, like, we just haven't seen that much. We've just seen a few
no.
scripted historic battles, and it's quite
Hmm.
annoying that we can't see like how the recruitment system properly works.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's a good point.
the resource management, how we've seen a little bit of diplomacy, but again, it was like this weird, just really slimmed down version. We didn't get really to see much how things are
Yeah,
affected. So I'm not really disappointed with the game, I guess, so far, because I can't be, because I haven't really seen everything yet, and I'm more disappointed with how Creative Assembly are showing it off so far. Hopefully they'll
yeah,
just start rolling out stuff in the next week, so because 2 months to go and we don't really have much to talk about is kind of disappointing from
mhm,
building up to a game's best.
yeah, exactly.
So moving on, apart from Rome, what faction will you be playing as in Rome 2 and why?
I'm gonna read my exact answer. I've written Sparta. Reason, because they're fucking Sparta.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can't play as Rome, who are you gonna play as? You're not gonna play as Athens, are you? Are we realistically? You're gonna be Sparta, because Sparta are fucking awesome.
Yeah, so my answer was Sparta as well, and then my like
Yeah.
second bit of it was like or Athens. I could go either way. I mean, obviously Sparta are cool because they're like so
Athens love going
militaristic and
either
everything.
way. So.
Yeah, well, obviously the Spartans are so cool because they're like so militaristic and everything. But like we learned about the Peloponnesian War. Like the Athenians were pretty cool as well. It
No,
just
they were.
they just
They
weren't
were.
balls deep into their military like
They
Sparta
were,
were.
but they were in real life. But
Well, they were all about the navy.
I'm just never gonna get over my Rome One memories of going, hey, oh no, he's got this huge army. Oh, it's cool. I've got 1 unit of Spartans and we've won. Oh, that's cool. We won. Okay, no problem. Just put there's some red cloaks
Yeah.
over there. We've won. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, so the reason I said kind of Athens is because I kind of like to see like if there's kind of like a cool government system for them as well. Like we still don't know.
There is.
Is there?
There is. Yep. If you look at the pre-order page, when you get the Greek cultures pack, Athens, Sparta, and I can't remember the other Greek factions called.
Epirus.
Yeah, Epirus. They have a separate, independent,
Oh,
politics system and
oh,
stuff
that's
that
cool. Yeah.
same way Rome do.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So, well, if they all have them, then I guess it's fine. But I would just imagine Athens would be a bit more deeper if they did do it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, either one. So obviously, probably at a whim, probably pick Sparta.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So question 4: if you could only pick one thing from Rome 1 you hope makes it into Rome 2, what would it be?
Um, Yeah, so for me, probably the night battles, which they, obviously when they had night battles, but they were pretty lame. But then obviously in
I never heard you say lame before.
no, I don't think I've ever said lame before in my life. But in the barbarian expansions, the barbarian invasion expansion, they had that brilliant new night battle system that came in where it was actually dark and all your
Yeah.
units held torches and flaming stuff looked amazing.
The
and
coolest
I
thing
loved
about it
that.
was just the lighting system, like all the
Exactly.
flaming arrows, like.
It was just so cool the way all your units held torches and stuff up and had little pools of light. That was brilliant. That was great.
Yeah, it's done
Oh,
really well. Like you click a unit and they light up even more. Like it was like their
Yeah.
torch just got brighter. It wasn't like this.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah, so that would be really cool. Like in medieval and Shogun, it's just kind of like it's just kind of like mid-evening.
Yeah,
It's not-
semi-dark.
It's not great.
Yeah.
The thing I'd like to see return that I hope makes it into it probably will in some way is the family tree and assigning heirs and things like that. Now I know like it's been in Medieval 2 and Shogun and everything, but like I don't know, something about it. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the culture. I just did not give a crap who got the heir or anything about that. Like none of my generals. What'd you say?
It definitely will be.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure it will be, but I just hope like it's implemented in a way that I actually care about like my generals again, because I just don't. I haven't cared about them. Like
Gotcha.
you hear a general dies in battle, it's like, oh, whatever.
I'm telling you, man, when you're marching around with guys Julius Caesar, then you'll give a shit.
I'll give it down. Oh yeah, I'll give my life.
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly.
If he gets killed.
Give your life. IRL, I will die for you, Caesar.
Yeah. So yeah, I just hope the family tree is like back to its old form. Personally, for me, anyway. Okay. Question 5. Is there anything you have noticed that hasn't been shown yet that you're hoping is in Rome 2? So much like the last question, this is more broader. It can be for any game, I suppose.
Okay, so for me, what I'm hoping for is something that was in Rome 1, and I'm sure it probably almost certainly will be, but it's just because we haven't officially seen it yet. Forts and watchtowers that your generals make.
Yeah.
Because I used to love it when you just... Because, they've already shown recruitment, and that was another part of it, but when you just, going along, just raise up your fort, and then you have this cool little fort battle where you have, like, that proper, square Roman forts with, like, just the 4 roads coming in, and, I love that.
I've got a
Basically,
feeling that
mini
won't
siege
be in the
battles.
game. I don't think.
Oh, I think it will.
I don't think it will, just because they're going through so much detail in all these cities, so they couldn't do all the cities. They had to like trim like half the regions out of it, and they've got this whole region system. That's because like they're obviously like heavily modeling the cities,
Mm.
So I don't know if they'll have the time and resources to model like a few different forts and things like that.
They only had one.
Oh,
type
actually,
fort in Rome
speaking
1.
of forts, yeah, no, there was concept art for a fort, so maybe there is.
I'm all there. I can without even seeing them. I know 99% sure there'll be forts in it because they're trying to go fairly realistic in terms of that. And forts are what the Roman army did every night.
Yeah, but
so
I was
there's
just
no way-
thinking like, oh, maybe it's not forts, and it's just like, oh, you get to be on like a little hill with the capture.
Nah, there'll be
shite.
forts. There'll be forts, but I still want to see it. We haven't seen
Yeah,
it yet.
hopefully.
So.
Oh yeah, so my answer to this is yeah, I hope that they come back with assassination videos. So when we seen Cicero get assassinated in the E3 demo, there was just a quick message that popped up. This could have just been to save time, but like as I said previously, last year or last Total War games, we got to see like a few assassination videos before the game came out, things like that. I love watching them. I don't know why. It's just like you never know what's gonna happen. It's always a little jokey as well. Like the snake comes back and bites him or whatever, or like the ninja trips over a guy and wakes him up. And
they were really good.
yeah, I love them. I love them, and the sabotage
were
videos
great.
as well. So yeah, they're pretty good, and I hope they make a return. I hope they didn't just go screw it like nobody.
Yeah, that'd be
Just
cool.
put it in
They were
picture.
great. Didn't even think about those. They were brilliant.
So yeah. So will you be live streaming Rome 2 when it comes out? Now,
Okay, so my answer is no.
well, you won't be live streaming because you never record anything. I record
Yes.
everything. So I'm hoping to get a new computer next month in August, and I'm hoping I can live stream with it. Now the problem is I'll still be working for about 2 months after
Your
Rome
internet.
2 comes out, and then I'll be back down to college where I'll have all the time to do anything I want. So first 2 weeks probably not. After that, who knows? Like if we have people that want us to do it, like we'll probably try and do it. So yeah, if you want us to do live streaming, let us know, and we'll live stream a campaign for you straight away, or just battles. And yeah, that'd be really cool. Like I'd love to do it. Like we've never done it.
Yeah, it'd
I
be a
have the
laugh.
software capable of doing it, and I
Yeah.
definitely should have a good rig like that'll be able to do it in HD soon. So yeah, hopefully is kind of the answer there.
Mhm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how has the footage overall that we've seen, which is the E3 demo, Carthage and Teutoburg Forest, that's pretty much all we've seen, how has this impressed you and why?
So I've given it an 8, and purely because of how good the campaign map looks, and the little details like these growing cities and stuff like that. You're right. We haven't seen as much as I'd like. With
Well, that's it. I
just
mean, we've seen
just
3
under,
things. Like I named this 3 things.
just under 2 months coming up to it. But what we have seen has been really good. So judging from what we have seen, which is the question, I give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. Ballpark, same region. Just because like I'm impressed with the footage, but I'm not impressed with the lack of it. Like we haven't seen that much, but what we have seen is really cool. Like so when it zooms in on the soldiers and you can see like their battered shields, and you get really in there and you can feel like the marching up the hill. That's great and everything, and the expanding cities, and when cities get bigger, the woods get chopped down around them. Like it's all really impressive, but like we haven't seen like 90% of the map. We've only seen like 2 locations in battles, and they'd both be kind of like the same kind of thing, like kind of dusty areas. I haven't seen anywhere north really. I'd love to see Rome. I can't wait to see Rome. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
So yeah, like I hope they do some sort of historic battle in Rome where you get ships coming in, stuff like that, going up to Tiber. I don't think they can go up to Tiber, but you never know. So yeah, 7 out of 10 so far. Question 8: what battle types are you most looking forward to? Ambushes, siege, regular, or combined battles?
So for me, it's definitely sieges, straight up, because as I said, I love those walls. I love it in Rome 1 where you go on custom map, custom siege battle. You have the different levels of wall, and you give them epic walls.
Well, this kind of contradicts what you said in point number 1.
I know, combined siege.
Well, combined siege, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. And the best bit of that was the siege. The combined is just even better.
Yeah, yeah.
But sieges, man, just those walls, especially I love it with Roman troops as well, because they've got these heavy infantry. So you just put them on the wall, and you have these big, massive melees on the walls, and it's going to be beautiful.
Hopefully you get to see some guys falling off the walls.
Yeah. When the Roman just shields
falling.
just knock them off the walls. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I want to see it again. Beautiful.
Well, that's quite funny because it's kind of quite the opposite to what I'm going to say. Like, I mean, at this point, I just want to see a grassy flatland level map return. The epic map from Rome 1 where it's just literally just one plane, and it's just
literally
it's amazing. Yeah, I just want to see like a grassy flatland map, just a straight up land battle, no bullshit, 2 armies fighting it out, slugging out in the middle of it. Like obviously like some terrain in there, like but like I just want to see kind of like a real open level battle, you haven't really seen that,
No, we haven't
so far. So yeah, I just want to see like a 1v1 up close and personal fight, like an open terrain, just to see how the fighting looks and stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree.
As Rome, will you be playing for the Republic and Senate, or will you be taking a more imperialistic route, and why?
Imperator all the way. Because at the beginning of every time I ever play as Rome, at the beginning I go, I really like the Senate, I'm going to do what the Senate say, alright the Senate, I hope my rating with the Senate's really good. And then nevertheless you'll get your rating with like the Senate, the Senate floor up, then the people will go, then you'll get a message saying, the people want to spit on you and stab your children, they hate you so much.
Yeah.
And I go, fuck the Senate, fuck this bullshit, just take over Rome. There gets a point where everyone who plays goes, I'm not listening to these purple wankers anymore. Right, I'm gonna take Rome. I've got enough stuff.
Well, I was thinking like I'd say most people in the game, like one of the first things I tried to do was take Rome. I was like right clicking it. It's like it's not working. It's not working.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, well you're not allowed to do it like in the game.
Yeah, I can't remember.
No, you're not allowed to do it. It says you can't attack your ally, and it doesn't let you break the alliance until you reach a certain popularity. You can't even do it for a while. So like I remember that's like the first thing I did. I was like, I have like 5 towns. They've won. Here, this doesn't make any sense. Why do they get to have the trade?
Even though it's full of Praetorian cohort, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was always like the first things I do. So yeah, my answer is like I'll probably go imperialism, but it's kind of just because I want to use Caesar. I mean, if Caesar is in the game, which he looks to be, unless that's some sort of historical campaign that we were talking about earlier, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
But if Caesar is in the game, well, obviously I'm going to play because we love Caesar. And, so I'm going to play imperialistic. If Caesar wasn't in the game, or if I can actually choose whether he is not imperialistic, I suppose technically like he wasn't really in a way, because he never actually declared himself king or whatever,
In terms of emperor.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Dictate.
Oh yeah, right. Well, technically he didn't.
Like the Senate was still there, but yeah, I don't know. Like maybe you can play the game as him and not actually go full.
Yeah.
Get rid of the Senate, but that's what I'd do if I was him, just in the game. So yeah.
It would just be cool. Well, we can't really say until we see how the politics system works and how it ties in.
Yeah, so there was 3 families, and it seemed like they're already kind of set in stone, like how they are supposed to act. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you said.
Okay, that's it for this week, everybody. We'll be back next Friday with another episode of Road to Rome.
Yeah, thanks for watching and indulging mine and Darren's passion of just babbling about Caesar for as long as possible.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we do.
So remember to like us on Facebook if you want to see when these videos are coming out. I know we missed last week and people were asking. They're just commenting on our Follow the Samurai campaign, like when's the next Road to Rome. So if you really want to know, just follow us on Facebook. We don't post very often. We just kind of let people know like what's going on. Another thing is watch our Follow the Samurai campaign. It's heating up. We're getting invaded on 2 fronts. It's getting pretty good. It's pretty funny. Like you should watch it. Like it's not super serious. People are like, "Oh, why aren't you playing on Legendary?" It's not super serious. We're playing on hard. It's good fun. Check it out.
And hopefully also just another point that also Darren and I are playing a fair bit of DayZ as well. So if we will be posting those little shorter amusing clips and things from that as well. So let us know what you think of that and same.
So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
See you next time.
Oh, and be sure to leave your opinions and answers to the questions below in the comments so you can tell me and Toby how wrong we are.